Well, I've been doing this for 12 months now, so it's not something that we've sort of learnt in the last couple of days or the last couple of weeks, but consistently people have been worried about jobs. Not just their own job, but job security, jobs for their children, and not enough jobs on the coast, and if you do have one, being worried about whether you're going to keep it. The other really big issue has just been the explosion in the cost of living. Everything from power, water, electricity, the whole lot. So they're consistent messages. When you come to the business community, it's simply being able to afford to pay staff. Things like overtime and award and penalty rates have been a major concern, and increases in their rent. Now, people say that's not a federal issue, and that's true, but they're things that are really worrying them, and it's impacting upon their ability to employ other Sunshine Coasters.
It's a big field, official 10 candidates, so it's I suppose it's got the potential to fragment. I think Catter's sitting at 4% and Palmer's sitting at about 8%. Have you got an idea, or would you speculate on perhaps where that leakage is from? Is it from the major parties, or where would you think?
It's one of those things. It's the public will decide. There will have been 20,000 people that will have already voted by the time election day comes around. So that's a big slab of people. I'm not going to be Nostradamus and try and predict where they're going. All I can say is that we have over 300 people that have volunteered to work on this campaign, who want to see change. And I think that sort of bodes well for Tony Abbott and the Liberal Party in having a cohesive team of people, and I think that word team is really important. I feel like I'm part of a cohesive team with a real plan, and I just don't see that, and I think maybe a lot of the public are picking up that whether it's Bob Catter or whether it's Clive Palmer or whether it's Kevin Rudd, none of them seem to be a team. They all just seem to be individuals. And it's going to take a really big team effort to get this country back on track.
A common theme is that this is basically LNP heartland, and that if you put somebody in from the LNP, then really it's not going to do anything because people know that, well, this is LNP heartland. What would you say to that?
Yeah. Well, look, I fight. There's no point being in politics unless you're willing to stand for something, commitment and some sort of values, and prepared to fight. Now, what I'm offering people here right now are things that I have fought hard for in opposition as a candidate to secure for this area. So we'll have 3 Green Army projects. We will have money for local soccer fields to upgrade them, money for the local surf lifesaving, so they have much needed lifesaving equipment, over $1,000 million commitment to our section of the Brough Highway and really important interchanges, not just about safety but about making sure that the coast is much more accessible. I'm going to fight to make sure that we get the NBN, the Coalition's NBN, much sooner, because no one here enjoys it. So I'm hoping to have the whole coast covered by 2016, by the time the next election rolls around. So, and one last one out in the hinterland. A lot of, how would you put it, antisocial behaviour at least, and at worst, people actually break and enters and the like. So CCTV, 150,000. Now, these things don't happen by accident. I have long-standing relationships with most of the shadow ministers, able to pick the phone up, able to talk to them. When we're dealing with the issue of Green Army, I've dealt with the Mayor. I've got the council on board. We're working as a team. When we're talking about the Brough Highway, it was dealing with Jared Blay and it was dealing with Andrew Powell. It's all about teamwork. It's all about partnerships. So I don't want anyone to vote for the LNP out of just this is what we do, but do it because Tony Abbott's the right person, that we have the right policies, and they've got a local that's going to be committed to them.